like when I said it's Addie, that song just like randomly played in my head. It was just like Dora, 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 the Explorer, Dora. Today's tutorial is about how I make my lace closure wig. Yes, darling, this is a wig. Yes. Don't this just give you so much life? I'm about to take this little... Do y'all know what this is? If you're a Nigerian, you know what this is. I'm about to just... Ooh. All up in... I'm about to just take this. If you're American, you would think, oh, this is just a baby pic. But this is live. Like, I can't live. I can't... This is live. This is live. So, I'm going to be showing you how I bleached and not customized the frontal. And I will also be showing you how I sewed the frontal to the wig and the technique and the pattern that I used to sew it on so that my frontal lays seamlessly. English. You know what they call this? This is like, I'm just shooting bullets through this whole video. Like, every word I said, like, pop, grammar, pop, grammar. Jesus Christ. Anyways, this video is about my lace closure. Everything is going in one synchronized, I said it! Everything is going in one synchronized direction. I said it. Oh, that was a tongue twister. Alright, so from bleaching my knots, like I said, to making the wig and the techniques that I used to sew the wig on, you're going to be seeing it today, live and direct. If you would like to see how this wig is made, definitely stick around because this tutorial is for you. Thank you so much for watching my video and do subscribe. Let's get to the tutorial. The first thing I want you guys to do is draw out your hairline. Yes, I mean your hairline. So what I'm going to do right now is using a saran wrap and clear tape. I'm going to wrap that around my headline, and then I will draw exactly where my headline ends, and then I will go and draw where my headline kind of thins and fades into the thicker portion of my hair. I'm using two types of Sharpie today because I want to be able to tell where my hairline thins out and where my hairline actually ends. So using two different types of Sharpies kind of gives me the idea of where to kind of thin my hair all the way up to so that I don't overplug my frontal closure. What I noticed from watching other people is that sometimes they overdo it, and I just want to do it very precisely and conservatively. You are paying for every strand of hair that is on this frontal. So next, what you're going to do is cut the saran wrap, take it off your head and cut it, and then pin it onto your foam mannequin head, and then you're going to lay the closure right on top of it. You're gonna be able to see the markings through the closure, and sometimes it helps to just kind of lift it up and put it back down to make sure you're on the right track. This closure is baby hair dense. When I say baby hair dense, is that I think that the manufacturers are watching YouTube and seeing what we're doing with the closures, so they are putting a whole bunch of baby hair in the front. This hair had at least an inch of baby hair, thick, short baby hair, because I guess they think we're going to be taking it out anyway. So what I do is go ahead and pluck all that out. I plucked maybe like 70% of the baby hair out. And when it starts to thicken with the hair, that's where I kind of stop and start making my zigzag lines. When I say zigzag lines, I mean the way I thin out the closure. So I just make an inverted triangle and then make a regular triangle and keep thinning. These are the materials that I use to bleach my knots. I made my bleaching solution very dense, very thick, so that I can just pat it right on top of my lace. I do not want that bleach to seep through because it can over bleach the hair. Once I'm done patting, I let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then I rinse it, shampoo it, let it dry, and I start making my wig. This is the dome cap I used to make my wig. It is incredibly stretchy. The worst thing you can do is make your frontal too small. I'm placing my closure on my dome cap. I'm leaving about an inch of the closure hanging out. This is because I want to put the band on that later. So you don't want to sew that on the dome cap. Just leave that out because you're gonna need it later. I sew my closure to my cap by sewing one end, then moving to the other end, and then I sew the back across. So I sew one ear, cut the thread, sew one ear, cut the thread, and then sew the back. Next, I'm gonna cut the frontal from the cap. I'm only cutting the band that the frontal is sewed directly on. I'm not separating it. Following a slightly curved U, upside down U, excuse me, I am going to sew 3 tracks in, and then my 4th track I'm going to use to connect base to base and sew an upside down U again. So now you're going to leave about 1.5 inches of space. You want to leave the space because it's going to become very important in the blending of your tracks and your closure. You do not want any bumps. This helps everything lay down smoothly. Sorry guys, my camera died on me, but now you're just gonna keep sewing until you get to that line that you left for the coverage. And now I'm gonna take my track and sew from ear to ear. I take my tracks one by one and I sew very closely together, and I'm going to take it from ear to ear like I'm showing you, and this is going to make sure everything is covered, and you keep sewing until you get right on the frontal. I made a ponytail so it could be easier for me to sew, but you're going to keep sewing until you get right on the lace and sew one thin track right on the lace. And we are done. This is the result of the hair. This hair was originally straight and I curled it with my T3 styling wand. Oh my god, I love that wand. It just makes everything so silky, and it's a long quality. Oh my god. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but if you can get your hands on it, it is life. Like, it is the best, hands down, beauty utensil that I've ever purchased in my life. Every bit of money that I used to purchase this trio was worth it, and I can never go back on that decision because this whole hairstyle took me 15 minutes to do. I wasn't holding on forever. I wasn't just doing the mostest, counting down 30 seconds. I've curled this hair for the past 12 hours. Yes, I've had this hair curled like this for the past 12 hours, and you can still see the bounce, the flexibility in the hair, and the hair has memory where it just goes back to where it started. So I'm brushing my hand through and it's just, look at that. If you want to see a tutorial on how I curl this hair using my T3 trio, definitely comment below, because telling you, it's gonna be like hair porn. I know you like Addie. Well, if you do like Addie and you want more Addie, definitely subscribe to my channel, because how you gonna get more Addie when you don't subscribe? It's only common sense. And if you want to see what I'm doing when I'm not on camera, forcing you to subscribe to my channel, you can definitely follow me on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the whole 9 yards. Alright guys, this is the end of our video. I know, I'll miss you while you're gone, definitely. But I'll see you next week. So definitely don't forget to subscribe. I love you. I will miss you. See you on Wednesday. Bye. Oh god, this light is blinding.